Welcome to Section 4 Wrestling. You know you want it.
I'm the White Rabbit. I hear you've been waiting for me. Let me in and give me a carrot. You know you want it.
Hey all, Steph Tanner back once again from Section 4 Wrestling, only on YouTube, where the big boys play. You know you want it. And we're back with yet another predictions video. This time we're looking at tonight's pay-per-view, Extreme Rules 2022. So let's get on with it. Hit the credits. Everybody for joining us for this video. Let's kick off and take a look at the match card. First up we have Edge taking on Judgment Day's Finn Balor in an I Quit match. Now I love Edge just as much as the next person, but I kind of feel like he's a big marquee match and they probably should be saved just for the top 5 pay-per-views of the year. Nevertheless, when Edge returned back in 2020 at the Royal Rumble, he made this list of people that he wants to face before he retires. Now, it has been mentioned that possibly next year he could be retiring in Canada, but one of those people on the list was none other than Finn Balor. For the past number of weeks, Edge has been hell-bent on destroying the faction that he once built. And it seems only fitting that he faces the new leader of that stable, Finn Balor. And I do think Edge has got this. Yeah, let's be honest, it's not often Edge loses a singles match. And with it being an I Quit stipulation, he's definitely not losing this. I'm expecting a fun match. I Quit matches a bit up and down, but this one should be good. I'm expecting an alright match. Be sure we will see the likes of Judgment Day and Rey Mysterio just to carry on this feud ever since Dominic turned his back on Edge and Rey and went and joined the Judgment Day. Our next match, Ronda Rousey faces Liv Morgan again for the SmackDown Women's title, but this time it's an Extreme Rules match. Now Rousey has been hell-bent, I know I keep saying the word hell-bent, but she has been hell-bent on trying to reclaim her SmackDown Women's title, which she lost in very quick fashion to Liv Morgan. And to get this match for tonight, she had to go through a fatal 5-way where she beat Sonya Deville, Xia Li, Natalya and Lacey Evans, I think. Please tell me in the comments below if I am wrong. But don't count Liv Morgan out. She's beat Ronda Rousey on 2 separate occasions now, which is one more than anybody else in the WWE and the UFC for that matter. This hasn't really been the title reign that we'd hoped for from Liv Morgan, but I think you've also got to take into consideration the SmackDown roster when Ronda Rousey has to beat people like Xia Li, Natalya, Lacey Evans and Sonya Deville. It says quite a lot about their roster compared to the women's roster on the Raw side. But I am going for Liv Morgan. If Liv Morgan's going to win any kind of match against Ronda Rousey, an Extreme Rules match is perfect. It's a perfect way to get a fluke victory. And I don't mean to dwell on Liv Morgan too much, because I am hoping I'm going to be wrong, and I'm hoping we're going to see a dominant performance from Liv Morgan, the likes we've probably never seen before. Tag team action now, with the difference as Imperium take on the Brawling Brutes in, and wait for this, and I quote, a 6-man tag team, good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. This should be a lot of fun, to be fair. I'm expecting Sheamus and the Brawling Brutes to pick up the win here, purely for the reason that he lost a Intercontinental title match against Walter just last night on SmackDown for the season premiere. So basically, for those who don't know, a Donnybrook match is just a no disqualification match, but we have shillelaghs involved as well. We've only seen one of these matches, and that was recently on SmackDown. I do think it's time to end this rivalry. It's been going on for a little while now, and I think everybody needs to move on to other things. Imperium going for the tag team titles, Butch turning on Ridge and Sheamus, and feuding with Ridge Holland, and hopefully he'll become Pete Dunne once again. Gunther and Sheamus can go back on to doing what they do best and putting on Match of the Year candidates. We've now come to the halfway period, and we're going to hear a word from our sponsors in just a second. But first of all, I just want to talk to you about obesity. It's a big issue in the world right now. Many people are doing many things to tackle this issue. Restaurants are starting to put calorie intakes on their menus, and a lot of celebrity chefs are changing school menus to make our kids more healthy and better. But one big issue I do see is not enough people are talking about obesity in cats. Now, I have a cat, Mr. Bojangles, and it concerns me his weight. That's why I checked out Pussy Lips. Pussy Lips focus on good health for cats. And here is my cat, Mr. Bojangles, with a little word.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now, back to our show.
Thanks for that, and welcome back. Don't go anywhere if you're still with us. We have still got loads more to predict as we predict the outcome of a new WWE match. And we take a look at not one, but two returns. And talking of returns, let's talk about one of them right now, as it's a return of the Fight Pit match. Seth freaking Rollins taking on Matt Riddle in a Fight Pit match. So these two have been at odds since back in July. However, they've only had one match so far. SummerSlam match got cancelled due to an injury, well, a potential injury to Matt Riddle. Where did that go? But just 1 month later, Seth freaking Rollins would beat Matt Riddle. Not Riddle anymore, it's now Matt Riddle. Yes, he got it back. At Clash of the Castle. But week after week, fighting in the parking lot, fighting backstage, fighting in the ring, these two will not let it go. So Matt Riddle thought the right thing to do would be challenge Seth Rollins to a match of his choice, where he feels most comfortable, in a fight pit. Oh, and FYI, if you haven't already heard, that there is a special guest referee for this match, and it's none other than UFC legend Daniel Cormier, some dude from UFC. Never heard of him. He's meant to be a bit of a big deal. Riddle to win this. It's on his home turf. It's where he feels most comfortable, inside of a cage. But I'm interested to know, how will this spectacle look on our screens? Because we've only seen this match twice in history. One with Ciampa, and there was another one with Timothy Thatcher. But both of these matches were cinematic matches during the, how do we put it, world-ending era. Next up for the Raw Women's title in a ladder match, it's Bayley taking on champion Bianca Belair. Ding dong, hello. This is the first ever one-on-one women's title match, and it only makes sense to put Bayley in there. Bayley has been a part of the women's revolution. She's been in the first of many women's matches. And let's not forget, she is one of the top heels in WWE right now. And I think she's going to win this match. You can't have Bayley lose yet. Damage Control need to look like a dominant force in the women's division. They need to be the top heels of the women's roster. And Bianca Belair doesn't lose anything either. She, for me, seems to be a lot better by chasing the championship. Let's consider this. Since August last year, she's not lost a match. She's only been pinned by Bayley. And as for progression, they're both going to go on to do better things from this match, I think. I think you can, really tell out more of a story now and get Asuka and Alexa Bliss into this match. And the rest of Damage Control can get involved, throw a few ladders about. And here we go with our 6th and final match. It's Drew McIntyre taking on Karrion Kross in a 14-foot long strap match. So for a little while now, Karrion Kross has been stalking Drew McIntyre, and it's only natural that Drew McIntyre would challenge him at a pay-per-view. Why he picked a strap match, I do not know. As we've seen over the years gone by, there's been a lot of good matches, but when it comes to strap matches, there's been so many bad ones. But on the other hand, with these two that are involved, two of the biggest stars in WWE right now, I'm expecting a bit of a clinic. As this is Karrion Kross's first main roster pay-per-view match, I can't see him losing. I think he'll pick up a narrow victory, but that's not what I'm interested in this match for. For weeks now, we've seen vignettes, we've seen QR codes of little piggies, of the 3 little pigs getting their houses blown down, someone saying, "Let me in." And also with the Jefferson Airplane song, White Rabbit, has been floating about so much, on and off screen and on QR codes. I think tonight we are going to see what we have been waiting for so long. It can only be one person, surely. Let me in. Yes, that's right, you guessed it. The Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. Because let's be honest, if not, we're all going to look like a bunch of marks. And I reckon there'll probably even be a few people in their 10s wearing these masks. But yes, this is the one thing I've been waiting a year for, the return of Bray Wyatt. And if they play Jefferson Airplane, White Rabbit, as his entrance theme, oh my God, what a song. Well, there you go, everybody. There you have it. They are our predictions for WWE's Extreme Rules 2022. The kickoff show kicks off in about half an hour, 45 minutes. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that subscribed. We are now up to 18 subscribers. Once we get to 25 subscribers, you're going to see so much more from this channel. But you can always get in touch with us by leaving a comment in the comment section down below, or why not follow us on Twitter at Section 4, that's at Section IV. Tell us what you think to the channel, how we can improve, features you would like to see. If we get up to 25 subscribers, we are going to start a new feature. Tell all your friends about it. But until next time, I'll see you when you're older.
Welcome to Section 4 Wrestling. You know you want it.